Summary of William Shakespeare's Hamlet. Hamlet, one of William Shakespeare's most renowned tragedies, explores themes of revenge, madness, and mortality. The play is set in Denmark and follows the young Prince Hamlet as he seeks to avenge his father's murder. The play begins with the appearance of King Hamlet's ghost. The ghost reveals to Prince Hamlet that he was murdered by his own brother, Claudius, who has since seized the throne and married Hamlet's mother, Queen Gertrude. The ghost implores Hamlet to avenge his death. Disturbed and driven by this revelation, Hamlet vows to uncover the truth. To this end, he decides to feign madness, hoping it will provide him the cover he needs to investigate his father's death. His erratic behavior worries the court, particularly Claudius and Gertrude, who enlist Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, Hamlet's school friends, to spy on him. Polonius, the king's advisor, believes that Hamlet's madness stems from his love for Polonius's daughter, Ophelia. In a staged encounter arranged by Polonius and Claudius, Hamlet rebukes Ophelia, denying his love for her and deepening the perception of his madness. Hamlet seizes upon the opportunity to confirm Claudius's guilt through a troupe of actors visiting the court. He arranges for them to perform a play, The Murder of Gonzago, that mirrors the manner of King Hamlet's murder. As Hamlet anticipated, Claudius reacts with horror, abruptly leaving the performance, thus confirming his guilt to Hamlet. Convinced now of Claudius's treachery, Hamlet confronts his mother in her chamber. During their confrontation, he accidentally kills Polonius, who is eavesdropping behind a curtain. This rash act propels the plot into further turmoil. Claudius, fearing for his life, sends Hamlet to England with Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, carrying a letter instructing the English king to execute Hamlet. However, Hamlet discovers the plot and alters the letter to order the deaths of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern instead. He returns to Denmark, driven by his mission for revenge. Meanwhile, Ophelia, distraught by her father's death and Hamlet's rejection, descends into madness and drowns in a river. Her brother, Laertes, returns to Denmark, furious and seeking revenge against Hamlet for his father's and sister's deaths. Claudius manipulates Laertes, arranging a fencing match between Laertes and Hamlet. Laertes' sword is secretly poisoned, and Claudius also prepares a poisoned drink for Hamlet. During the duel, both Hamlet and Laertes are wounded by the poisoned sword. Gertrude accidentally drinks the poisoned wine intended for Hamlet and dies. In his dying moments, Laertes reconciles with Hamlet and reveals Claudius's plot. Enraged, Hamlet kills Claudius before succumbing to the poison himself. With the royal family dead, the Norwegian Prince Fortinbras arrives to find the Danish court in ruins. He orders a respectful military funeral for Hamlet and claims the throne of Denmark, signaling a new era for the kingdom. Key themes and motifs. 1. Revenge and justice. Hamlet's quest to avenge his father's murder highlights the complexities and consequences of revenge. 2. Madness. Both real and feigned madness permeate the play, raising questions about the nature of sanity. 3. Mortality. Hamlet's contemplation of death, especially in his famous "to be, or not to be" soliloquy, underscores the play's focus on the inevitability of death. 4. Corruption and deception. The play examines the moral decay of the Danish court, symbolized by Claudius's regicide and the ensuing treachery. Character dynamics. Hamlet, the protagonist, torn between action and inaction, sanity and madness. Claudius, the antagonist, whose ambition leads to his moral corruption. Gertrude, Hamlet's mother, whose hasty remarriage causes Hamlet deep distress. Ophelia, a tragic figure whose love for Hamlet and loyalty to her father lead to her undoing. Laertes, a foil to Hamlet, driven by a more straightforward desire for revenge. Shakespeare's Hamlet is a profound exploration of the human condition, grappling with timeless questions about life, death, and the consequences of our actions. Its complex characters and rich themes have made it one of the most enduring works in English literature.